So I think you're ready to win CEO then, basically. Huh?
I'm willing to win.
You have a goal for it?
A goal.
Pass pulls, win a match.
That is like.
Realistic goals.
That's the ultimate
about,
goal.
right?
Yeah, the ultimate goal would be to somehow survive pools. Somehow. I don't know how, because I think like all the killers, the best players, are going to be there because they're going to Evo.
Bailey, who's in my pool, buddy?
Yeah, exactly, right.
Of course.
But the thing is, like, there's anyone that's playing right now is really dedicated to the game. So there aren't really just like guys off the street saying like, "Hey, I want to try Street Fighter." I think everyone's going to be good. They might not be a name, but I don't think I'm going to have any easy matches. I think everyone's going to kind of know how their character works. But I'd love to get out of pools. That'd be great. I'd love to say like, "Wow, I can't believe it. I survived it." Like winners, losers, whatever, doesn't matter.
What majors have you been to?
None. Zero.
Not even. How about a tournament?
Zero.
Zero?
Yeah, like kind of like makeshift bullshit ones. Like I was saying, like we had there's like a group of guys or whatever. They go to my I don't want to say no a station near where I live.
Gotcha.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
And they sort of like they would once the game center closes, they kind of kept Street Fighter 4 running, and we would do kind of like mini tournaments. So I sort of know how it feels to be in the spotlight and like put under pressure.
Completely different from casuals, right?
Yeah, totally. It's completely different.
How about June 5th, I believe there is a CBT ranking tournament in Japan. It's not very well known. I don't even know if it's updated on the website.
Yeah, I'm in Sendai for a match. Yeah, I don't get back until I think June 7th.
I see.
Yeah, I would have loved to have gone. Like anywhere. Like I know there's ones in like close by. Like there's stuff in Taiwan. You know, like stuff in.
Why not the Open Rex Rage Street Fighter 5 League? It's not just a one-day event.
It's a league.
It's a league.
Yeah. I was whenever I can go, I want to check it out for sure. Is that a team thing or is that like singles?
No, singles.
Oh, okay.
I mean, in Japan, as everyone knows, most tournaments are not involving money because it's technically legal.
Yeah,
but
you can.
It's from a sponsor, and
Right.
it's legit. First prize is $500.
Wow.
Second is 300 or 200, and then third is 100. And that's every single episode.
Wow.
Yeah. The winner gets a 10K, I believe.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So
who was entered? Are there any power hitters entering this league?
Nemo,
Ooh.
Kazunoko,
Oh.
Haitani are confirmed for Reiketsu.
Jeez.
Are confirmed for this next one. But
Uh-huh.
if they are here for this one, they'll be there for the next one.
Okay, so we got a couple Japanese players that are traveling. I mean, we've seen Haitani. He's unbelievable. One of my favorites to watch.
I think people just forgot how good he was because
he sort of disappeared off the scene when Makoto wasn't going well for him.
It's really weird because as soon as he was known for Makoto, he switched to Rufus. I mean, he could have so many reasons. It's a 6-year-old game, man.
Right.
You can be bored of a character, He switched to Rufus probably because he wanted to enjoy the game.
Yeah.
And then people was like, put him away.
Right.
He's not good anymore. But now he wins tournaments now.
Yes.
And then they see in this game, I think your talent shows up a little bit more than say in Street Fighter 4. Street Fighter 4, your training mode time showed up a lot.
Yes.
Of course, your player skill is important as well, but Street Fighter 4, it was very important how much time you.
Yeah, it was more like timing. Because you had to know how to enable your vortex to get your safe jump-ins and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And if you didn't have your timing down, if it wasn't like frame perfect, you're toast. So, and that goes for like a lot of real tough lengths. 1 frame, 2 frame.
Okay,
stuff.
so do me a favor right now.
Yeah. Stop talking about Street Fighter 4.
No.
Okay.
No, Nikali. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's think of some good players that use Nikali.
Okay. I'm thinking.
Go ahead.
Want me to name them?
Yeah.
Okay. Haitani.
He was a Makoto and Rufus player before. Who else?
PR Rog.
PR Rog was a Balrog, Fei Long. I mean, let's just be honest. Balrog, okay?
Yeah. BJ Unchained.
Cody.
Yep.
What do these Street Fighter 4 characters have in common? Nothing. But the players have something in common. So the Cody, so BJ Unchained, for example.
Yeah.
He wanted damage. He wasn't trying to run away the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
Haitani as well. Makoto, right?
Yeah.
Who's the other guy that you call? PR Rog? PR Rog is He's thirsty for damage all the time, right?
Yeah.
So these players and their ability to close the distance, it really makes sense for them to pick Haitani. Makes sense for them to pick Nakao.
Yeah, same with Alucard. Hugo. Hugo. He's thirsty for that big damage.
So it's more about. So my point is, it's more about the players highlighting the player's skill in this game.
Yeah.
There's not. I mean, there's going to be counter characters for sure. It's gonna Infiltration's going to use more than just Nash.
Oh
Trust me.
Yeah.
Trust me.
You know what's coming.
Shit.
You know what's coming.
People just aren't caught up yet.
Yeah.
It's really funny that the one. There's going to be majors later on in the future, but the one major that they had in Japan was at Esports Arena. It was the 24-hour Golden Week stream.
Yeah.
100 players. And ironically, the player that won was Nash.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know if it's the same VX from Marvel, but his name was VX.
Oh.
Yeah, so anyway, I kind of went.
Yeah.
So the player using the character that best highlights their skill set. So right now, no, I don't like Bison because he has no defense, I don't like him because he's a long dash. I like him because he's cool. I haven't really found my style.
Yeah.
I haven't found a character that fits my style. But if I was all about being up close and searching for counter hits or command throws or whatever, that's why I think it's weird that Kazunoko's using Cammy.
It seems like a strange fit, but...
If Cammy had a command throw, I'd be like, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it, man. Because when he's on the offense, his reads are amazing. So...
Yeah, it's true.
And also, I mean, we can be a little bit honest, people that mash jab also and get a lot off of it.
Yeah, they do.
Like... Pierre Parra, Haitani is always mashing jab. But it doesn't matter because it fits their style. Who cares?
Yep.
Yeah. So you're going to be seeing a lot more of those things. So Infiltration, everyone knew that he was always a defensive player.
Yep.
Not just a defensive player. So it just highlights your skill set, Yeah. I really enjoy this game. I don't want to say anything. I don't want to make it appear that this is a bad game. It's not because anyone can be good.
I really like the engine. I think the fighting system is great.
Crush counters are great. I wish
I was gonna say that's a great thing to put into a new game. It really probably that alone is what really separates it from Street Fighter 4. I think it's probably like the most interesting and game-changing dynamic.
The crush counter.
Yeah, system. I think so. Because I mean, CA, whatever, it's a super, it's an ultra. You know what I mean? EX moves, that's in every game.
I also like White Light.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. It's a good medium between everyone asking for guard breaks.
Yes.
Guard breaks will discourage beginning players. Let's be honest. So the more you block, the more potential life you could lose. I think it's pretty cool. I actually want it in every game now. Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, say Street Fighter 4, dude, you block all the time. If the person was good at their crouch taking time, I mean, it's not scary for them,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a non-issue at this point. But I think as time goes by, they're going to introduce new mechanics, just like they did with Street Fighter 4, and I'm hoping it's not game-breaking stuff and just makes it more interesting and. I don't know. For me, I like the game as is. I wouldn't mind if I'm not sure if it's a new system, but something along the lines of another Critical Art or Super, or at least like in Third Strike, the option to choose which one you want to go with.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah, because I mean, maybe you don't want your Critical Art to be like a command grab style. Maybe you want it to be like more of a strike move, or you know what I mean? Yeah, I think it's cool to have that option, and I'm pretty sure that's all but already been programmed and ready to go at some point after year 2 or year 3.
I think it's a common improvement.
Yeah, I mean it's just they got to evolve, right?
Yeah. Just getting a little bit sick here, so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, but I mean, shit, it's 2:30 now.
Yeah, we could talk forever about stuff like this, but long story short, I like the game, and clearly I do, because I mean I'm literally wrestling every day on tour.
18 hours, playing
Yeah,
Street Fighter for 3 hours, sleeping for...
Yeah, not much.
Right.
You know, couple. I mean, I'll try to sleep on the bus, of course, but I mean that's not like real sleep. It's different.
Sure.
Um,
okay, let's see. So, I mean,
Yeah.
you go back home to Canada every so often. You'll
Yeah.
probably be in the States, for a little bit too. Like,
Yep.
if, I mean, you can't go into any random person's house, but, if there are sessions around, don't be shy to invite this guy over, because this guy, he finished wrestling at 8 p.m. or something. He came here at 9 p.m., took a quick shower, literally came straight to the studio to play Street Fighter 5. This is a real player right here. This is not
Trying to be
some
dedicated, man.
random rapper, music producer,
Whatever, man. Yeah,
that destroys the legend somehow.
Yeah.
He cares about the scene. He knows. I was really surprised you knew Tampa Bicep was sponsored. Like, there's little things like that. Like,
Yeah.
even people that watch streams, they don't really know those little like intricacies.
I mean, like, yeah, touching on that. I said it to you before. Cameras are rolling. If dudes like that being part of the scene helps get more eyes on Street Fighter, helps get more people playing it, helps getting more people hyped for tournaments. Cool, man. All the power to you. Doesn't mean I gotta like you though. You know what I mean? Doesn't mean I'm gonna suck your dick or fucking ride your jock just because you're pretending to like a game. Well, maybe okay. You know what? I don't even want to go that far. These people maybe love the game. But maybe it's a desperate cry for attention. We don't know. I don't know. But
I do think that the intentions were, of course, to gain publicity.
Oh,
but I think through experience with being in the scene, I kind of already knew that it was going to die out. And the more you bring it back, it's not like other people are bringing it back, outsiders. He's the one that's retweeting more stuff, so it's it's this cycle, It's not like it's branching out to these other. But
like,
whatever, at least
don't let it die. I'm
you have to
still
try.
here. No, for sure. I mean, like, I haven't gotten to the point where I'm in the twilight of my career. Like, I'm not desperate right now. Actually, my career is thriving. I'm considered one of the best in the world. You probably didn't know that, but I hate saying that about myself. Though it's weird. Anyway, I like everyone. I literally haven't met one guy yet that I dislike in the scene. Maybe I've met one. But it could.
Please say his name.
I don't want to. And I'll tell you why. Because
LoganSama.
he is from Japan. He's a Japanese player. Yeah, and that's why I think maybe it was just possibly. I'm going to think it was a misunderstanding or there was a shyness thing going on. I'm not sure. Yeah.
But off camera.
Yeah, I felt like I got a little big dogged by someone who didn't know who I was. Just kind of like, oh, get away, you petty gaijin freak. You know what I mean? Long story short, like I'm tight with a couple of the guys that work for Capcom, and we go to dinner all this, not often. I don't really have the free time, but we go out to dinner. We talk and just whatever. Those guys hooked me up with my music. They got the Capcom sound team to make me customize music. Great people, anyway. Yeah. So when I went to Tokyo Game Show one year, they introduced me to, and this is when they announced Omega Mode. So they had said like, hey, the guy from that named Omega Mode is a huge fan of yours. He kind of wanted to call it Omega Mode, but he sort of thinks that you're a little bit of an inspiration.
Dude, is that common knowledge? Is that breaking news right now? I've never even.
I don't like. Here's the thing. The reason why I don't say that very often because everyone would just say bullshit. You're a liar. But I mean, Street Fighter's dead anyway now. Like, or not Street Fighter 4 is dead. So it's almost like even if it is true, and it is, but you don't have to believe me. That is what happened. So he's like, yeah, I'm so happy to meet you. They had like Daigo and a couple other fellas played that mode. So he's like, yeah, let me introduce you to the guys. So I spoke to them, and the coolest guy by far, Takedo. I don't know if that comes as a surprise. To me, not at all. He's a real cool guy. I don't know if your experiences are pleasant or not.
No, he's the most experienced overseas, so I think he's an enlightened person. You know? You stay in your country.
The worldly knowledge.
Yes,
Yeah.
So he knows how to present.
He's a good ambassador for Japan. Yeah, totally.
I like him a lot.
Yeah, very just awesome guy. A guy that I would like. I'd love to just meet.
And still serious about games on top of all the promotion stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Seems like a cool guy that you can sit down and just shoot the shit with. Like, not just talking about Street Fighter, like talking about life. You know what I mean? But then there's a couple other guys there that sort of run with that crew. Maybe narrowing it down a little bit. I don't want to say names.
All right, so
anyway, right?
Okay,
yeah. You get the point. Point is,
let's say
almost everybody's been pleasant. So if you want to be a part of the scene, if you love the scene, man, I like you too.
Let's say you have a show. I'm gonna just throw out a random city.
Sure.
Cincinnati. Okay. There's a pretty decent scene there.
Yeah. Okay.
Would you be open to going to a session?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I was.
You guys know what to do now.
I was in Toronto for a show. Mm-hmm. I had a really short stop in Toronto, so we did the show, and then the next day, I was flying home. I changed my flight to fly out in the evening, so I could go to some dude's place who rounded up a bunch of their local dudes, and we just did like a huge session, just so I could get practice in. So I mean, and I didn't even know this guy. I'd played him before online, so we'd like sort of chatted a little bit. And he's like, "Yeah, man, if you're in Toronto, like I can't go to your show, but doors are always open. We can do a huge session if you want." Hell yeah! Like change my flight. You know what I mean? Like,
I really don't know like if that is something that you could do in other scenes. But I've had so many situations where like, actually I've never met you in person, but I know a lot of friends that know you, so I can kind of trust you.
Right.
You're able to house me, but you haven't really met me. But
yeah, the guy could be a
freakazoid,
man.
Yeah. I mean, the safeguard is that you have a lot of friends that know him.
Yeah,
you kind of
true.
Be careful in that way. But I can't think of one situation so far where I like really regretted like going to a session to play some dude or whatever.
Yeah, so like I'm hoping that CEO is just I'm hoping that CEO is just like a continuation of like positivity within the scene. Because really like the only people that are negative are sort of like just like anonymous posters on Reddit or whatever, but like actual people, real players. People that have passion for what they do and are passionate about the scene and helping it grow and making it a part of their real lives. They've all been really pleasant, and
that's why people need to come out to events more.
Yeah,
if you're just watching and stuff, like you might have a slightly warped vision of what's actually going on.
Yeah.
If I needed
like right now, sort of like the image is like, if you go to fighting game tournaments, you have horrible personal hygiene and you don't shower and you have no girlfriend, and I don't think that's the case anymore. I don't know. Maybe it isn't for Street Fighter. Is it? No.
Well, I mean,
probably not, right?
It doesn't even matter if it is.
Right. Yeah.
Because I mean, there's other.
I just don't want to say anything that isn't factual. But yeah, I mean, public opinion that doesn't understand what we do. I don't know if I could even say we. I'm not even part. I'm trying to be part of it.
You are part of it. So
Yeah.
I'm sure. But for example, even if you weren't part of it, people would be like, "Please be a part of it, man."
Well, I'm trying. Like this thing, I don't want a free pass. Like I want to.
That's definitely respectable.
Yeah, we played to the wee hours of the night, and I'm trying to break past my own barriers. You know what I mean? Like a problem with me, aside from all the stuff that we went over in game, as a person, like I don't have good like mental stamina for this game right now. I can't play like 6-hour sessions and be as strong as I was in the end as when I started.
I think grinding stuff out is, of course, you need to spend a lot of time with the game, but I think grinding stuff out for the sake of spending a lot of time in the game doesn't really make sense. Like, you need to, when you lose to someone, you need to have the skill of knowing why you lost to someone.
Yeah.
And the time that you, for example, you are in that situation where your time is limited. So when you play the game, you need to work on what you were losing before, because you don't want to spend 5 hours getting up to that point again.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So you have to be efficient. I mean, just like with I can't use any pro wrestling analogy, sorry, but like with like real fighters, for example, like
right.
they get older.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, that's not so term. I'm sorry.
No.
With, like MMA fighters, for example.
No, it's true though. Yeah.
Yeah, they get older. Their body's not the same, so they have to use their training a little bit.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, and in wrestling is the exact same. Actually, wrestling is. I mean, as someone that is trained as well, like in multiple things, sports, mixed martial arts, like pro wrestling, there's nothing more grueling on your body than what we do. Because I mean, you're just falling for a living over and over again. Like MMA, what was tough about that lifestyle? Because I didn't actually fight. I did competitive grappling. So I was doing like grappling tournaments and stuff. The hardest part for me was making weight. I hated that. I was terrible at it because pro wrestling, there's an aesthetic portion to it too. So I wanted to look good for my matches, but then when it came down to tournament time, I'm 24 hours out and I have to drop 12 pounds. You know what I mean? So that part of it was what I disliked about it. I don't know how we got so off topic. Jesus Christ.
No, but hey, people want to hear this shit.
Yeah, that's true.
It's so bad for you, weight cutting.
Yeah, it is, and like
It's changing. You know?
Yeah, and I've had friends that have messed themselves up permanently because of like bad weight cuts, and we're talking about weight cuts that were not even too much further away from what I was doing. So I was like trying to cut 12 pounds, and these guys are doing like 15 or so, and then they're drying up their brains. You know what I mean? Getting punch drunk
and
because
in less than 24 hours they're getting punched.
Exactly.
And you're not getting that water back immediately.
Nope, you're not. So the brain that would have been an absorbing sponge is just a brittle chunk of rock, of brittleness.
Like, just to bring it back to fighting games.
Yeah.
So the analogy kind of fits because in fighting games,
the
older you get, the more you have to do life stuff. The more you
Yeah.
you have a lot of time when you're young to play games because
Yeah.
money isn't such a factor. But when you get older, you gotta take care of yourself and stuff like that.
And things are laid out more easily for you. Like you go to, if you're in high school or whatever. When your first bell is, when your last bell is.
Yeah.
If something comes up and you want to skip school, whatever, life goes on, you're not going to really get in trouble at the end of the day. I mean, you might in the moment, but it's not going to be life changing. You know what I mean? There aren't really repercussions for at that time, which makes me feel like
should have known back then.
Exactly.
On, guys,
Wish I could have built that base back then.
Fill me in.
But now, like, near the end of Ultra Street Fighter 4's lifestyle was when I started trying hard. Like, we're talking like Street Fighter 5 was already announced, and that's when I started to try.
Yeah.
I wasn't even playing stick. I'm not even a year into playing stick. I'm still like...
I was thinking about that earlier. I was like, shit, is he playing on pad? Because I don't have any pads.
No, well, you have tons.
Yeah.
I see pads everywhere.
That's PS2 though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Random shit lying around, sorry.
Yeah, no, that's all good. Guess what I was talking about?
Brains and shit.
Yeah.
You know what we're going to talk about? We're going to talk about this guy showing up to your scene, and don't be shy. Invite him out. He loves Street Fighter 5, as you can tell.
Yep. I do, and if there's time, and, it's accessible, I'd love to be a part of it. It's strange how, just because of timing, I haven't even been to a local. We don't have too many locals where I'm from. Or like, in the areas, the closest thing I've been to a local would have been Esports Arena, which is just like casuals.
Right. I think you should just throw it out there and be like, hey, I really want to play Street Fighter. Because from what I hear from Air, also who lives in Canada, he's like, online's really bad over there.
Yeah,
so,
it is.
He has an arcade over there, by the way.
Because it's really like wide space, you know what I mean? Everything's so spaced out.
Just send a tweet. Be like, I want to play Street Fighter 5. Damn it. Put damn it at the end.
Yeah.
Like, where can I play? And then verify those people. That's all I did.
Yeah, but I mean, time is the clock is ticking. I'm back on tour, back out of Tokyo, very, very shortly, and hell, I'm gonna use everything that I learned today in my next time that I pick up this game and play it, and hopefully by CEO I'll be able to, I don't know, hopefully surprise some people.
CEO's what?
See you June 22nd.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay. Then
Very soon.
We'll talk later more about tactics then for sure. I thought shit.
No, I don't have much time. There's no luxury of time.
Evo's July. That's right.
Yeah. I think it's like 3 weeks before Evo or something like that.
And if you have more tips for this guy, I don't play Alex. You were able to see my sick ass Alex earlier today. Maybe you won't see it actually. I don't know.
I don't know. I was gonna say, did you even play him today? I can't remember.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Hit him up. What is it? Kenny Omega X.
Kenny Omega Man X. All one word.
Omega Man X, one word on Twitter.
There's more Capcom love. I'm a huge Mega Man fan. So yeah, another random fact.
Rockman.
Yeah, Rockman.
And he will be happy to go to your session, improve, and then maybe you will also improve too.
Yeah, who knows, man? Who knows?
And then you get hit by a stand jab anti-air, and he won't dash under and do a different move. He'll always use light punch.
I don't know. Yeah, I can't. I can't guarantee that. I can't guarantee I'll do it all the time. I think I might do some dash under command grabs every now and then or something like that, just to mix it up.
Good.
But
Good.
It's been proven the jabs are the most reliable by far. Even if he just gets the guy to block, at least you're safe. You know what I mean? And you can go from there and block one, then command grab.
Prefer to mix up after you do the jab. So you do jab, you dash under or whatever.
Yeah.
Make him block the jab and then go for the command.
Exactly. Yeah. Or even
way better
headbutt or whatever.
Yeah.
Like.
Stomps. Next time, stomps, man.
Yeah, try some stomps. Yeah. I really don't ever want to use the normal stomp. It's kind of slow and it's very negative and hard to gauge the target. It doesn't hit very well.
Even if they're stationary. Yeah.
It's crazy. But EX I'm decent with, and at least I'm plus on that. So. Yeah.
And that is that, guys.
Yeah, that's pretty much that.
The sniffles. I'm gonna be sick tomorrow. I can tell. But yeah, hit him up on Twitter. Hit me up, Kim1234 _ day, and at the Jump In podcast. That's where you'll be watching this video. Don't forget to click subscribe, or else I'll send them after you.
Subscribe it, man.
Yeah.
Kim is a good individual. He's a very decent human being. I only just met him at the esports arena, last month? And here we are just chilling, playing some Street Fighter, and he's trying to help my game improve. So he's worth your time and attention, and at least subscribe.
It's free.
Yeah. Just like you're Alex. Yeah. But I had a couple free moments myself too. Whatever.
I just saw you.
Or did I? I don't think I did.
I always spend so much time in the editing room.
Yeah.
And with that, we're out.
Yeah. Bye, guys.
Later.
See you.
Click.